Hello, Saints. We are currently in Ottawa, Canada, the capital of Canada, our third year in a row. I usually come here once a year to speak at the Dear April conference here in Ottawa. And I just thought to possibly just tell you a little about our trip and pulling the curtain behind traveling ministry. I have had the complete honor of ministering at this conference the past 3 years. And I feel like every time I've came, I've just hit and been in a different cusp of my life. I've been able to just grow family here and really have a heart for Canada. What I love about Ottawa is that it's literally the capital of the entirety of Canada. So there's so many historical monuments all around, and the people here are truly just so sweet. I think like stereotypical Canadian people, them being so sweet and kind, is actually very, very true. They are like the nicest people ever. There's just such a great honor in not only spreading the gospel, but in places all over the world. Canada has been a place that God has really burdened my heart with, and I have continually came back here to preach and spread the gospel, especially in times that might be very, very hard for Canada. Me and my husband are here for the next about 4 days, and we have so much happening. This is first day 1 of the conference, so I'm preaching tonight at 7. Usually what that looks like in regards to prepping and making sure that everything is in alignment, I think one of the things is actually flowing from a place of rest. I think that's something that's overlooked, especially when traveling ministry is very, very demanding. I've noticed that when I operate and when I speak from a place of rest and dwelling with the Father, everything that flows from my mouth is no longer performance. It's rooted from deep living water that's encountered in His presence. And I notice at times when I just go, and I go to this state and I go to this church and I go to this ministry and I preach the good news from a place of exhaustion and performance, it becomes more of a motivational speech than it does an actual exaltation of God's word. So I think resting in God's presence is actually such an essential motor to spread the gospel, because I'm preaching the good news. I understand it because I rest in it. Then I think as far as preparation, this was something I had shared with a pastor friend as of recently, actually, because he had asked me, Emmy, how do you write your sermons? How do you construct them together? And how do you align everything? And my answer has always been the same. When it comes to preaching and teaching the gospel, ministry shouldn't be your refuge. Meaning that everything I teach, preach, and share and evangelize, that is not my name, place, or pace of motivation. Everything that flows from my mouth is an overflow of my intimate time with the Lord in the secret space. And when we begin to teach from that place, I promise you will see more glory. And when I mean glory, I mean the manifested presence of Jesus and His revealance of who He is. And you will see a reaction in the body that is not coming from emotion or a manipulated movement, but it comes from the tangible presence of Jesus. But Ottawa, we're excited to be here. I'm excited for what the Lord is going to do, and I think it's going to be incredibly glorious. And now I'm going to get out of my towel stuff and put something better on. Okay. Love you guys.